Everyone, is your man Busy, and today we are talking about The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 6. And I am very excited. I can't really say it's a theory, you know that. I said that this, like last night or a couple nights ago when I did my episode on what to expect in this episode and what's to come, or whatever you want to think about in a collaboration between Fear the Walking Dead or whatever, and Michonne being pregnant. And Lord knows I was actually right. So it turns out Michonne has a kid. Yes, not Judith, but I don't think they've released the name yet. But she has a baby boy, and I am proud to say I was correct. We get to see so much this episode. Starts off with Michonne talking, like, of course, she's not going insane. So when people see her talking to herself, it's not because she's going insane. It's because she just, expressing herself. Because knowing Michonne, she's not the one to talk to people about her feelings. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I know. So, I mean, she's not going to go to someone unless she's really in a dark place. She won't go to someone and just, like, let everything out. So she's just talk, as Judith says later on in the episode, oh, I know you still talk to them, and yeah, I guess she talks to Carl, I guess, and she still talks to Rick, and like Michonne says, Judith, I guess, reminds her of them, I guess, and kind of then that they would be proud of Judith, I guess, and Judith has like a lot of kind of traits, one might say, as I guess Carl, I guess, because yeah, she's a little ass kicker with the little gun, doing her thing. But yeah, she wants to help people, as you can see at the end of episode 5 when she saves those people's asses and brings them in. And yeah, so I'm very excited as well because growing up, I my mom, she spoke sign language to people. She helped people when like, older women in like nursing homes and stuff. People, they have like a home full of deaf women and people, and my mom would help speak to them. And I knew a little sign language growing up, and so I'm kind of excited to see that we have our first, what do you want to call it? Not it. Oh my god, I feel like an asshole. She is a deaf woman who is in The Walking Dead, the first deaf actor, and it must be a great achievement for her. She is playing a deaf character, of course. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. It's just coming out. Uh, so yeah, she gets to. She said that she's very excited, and she has like a bunch of look at the deaf community has been waiting for something like this to happen, and it's happened. And the person that is playing her sister, I guess, is um also, this is off topic, but she is also another new character, as you can see. And yeah, they're all badass characters. I mean, the I'm not great with names. The one they were explaining what they did before the apocalypse in the count in front of the council. Yes, the Walking Dead, the Alexandria has a council, and they were explaining everything. And one of them apparently was in jail, and she did not tell them that. At first, she tells them she worked at a truck stop, and Michonne steps on the home plate and takes off her gloves and says, "You don't get that from a truck stop." And it was a prison stamp, I guess. It was something you get in prison with four walls, I guess, and the dot in the middle symbolizing her being in prison. So she's in prison, and she also had a knife on her. Two of them. Michonne took one away, but she didn't find the other one. And the rest of the group, I guess, wasn't really, they weren't able to stay, but they had someone that was in the infirmary, so they were waiting for her to leave, and then they were gonna have to go on their own way. But the lady that was in prison comes out and tries to kind of talk to Michonne, and I don't know what she was actually trying to do at first. I was honestly kind of off topic at first when I was watching it, so I was kind of confused. So she had the knife, and she looked through the window as if she had some bad intentions, I guess. And then you see Michonne, and then you get introduced to her new baby boy, which I called. I'm raising my hand because I'm proud of myself. And then that's when the woman decides to change her mind and knocks on the door, gives Michonne the knife, says, "Oh, you forgot this one," and they talk the next morning. As you know, Michonne ends up going into goes to all of them, and when they were about to leave the camp, and tells them that they can go to Hilltop. So they're gonna go bring them to Hilltop. So obviously we're still gonna see more of these characters. We get to see what is it called? Eugene kind of expresses feelings, I guess, with Rosita when because I mean this is one of the I thought the last couple that we would see like kind of like a hookup. I forget what it was. There was a hookup that we saw. I'm trying to remember. It surprised me. I forget what it was. It wasn't the King and Carol, but it was another one. And then this one surprised me the most. And it's Rosita and the priest. Oh my god, I forgot the priest's name. But I mean, this play a priest, as the property brother would say, I guess. He is, oh my god, this man went from Jadis to Rosita, which is a big upgrade, no offense. I mean, Rosita, she, as you can see, she, with her and Abraham, I mean, she has experience. So I mean, the priest is, whew, he's, I mean, God is paying him back, I guess. I have no clue on how else I'm supposed to word that, but everything that we're seeing is just making me go crazy. I'm loving everything, of course. We get to see, uh, just I don't know. Judith is kind of like the little key on everything. She's talking to everyone. She is still learning, I guess. So when she brings in the people, um, oh my god, I'm so bad with names right now. That if she doesn't obviously think everyone's a threat, as you can see when she was doing her homework, she goes and she's talking to Negan. She was talking to Negan, and Negan, he looked like he enjoyed her company, honestly, and it kind of made me happy because I mean, this man Negan's been in that cell for like 7 years, 7 years, so that's a long ass time. So, because I'm pretty sure this is a 6 year time jump, so obviously, like I said, 7 years. We get to see like another thing I'm also loving about this is the way I grew up. It's like my dad, my real father was not in the picture. So I mean, my dad is like he came in. He's not my dad. Him and my mom have nothing like they're not doing anything obviously, but they he takes care of me. He does all this stuff and he provides. So that's what a dad is obviously. So and that's a totally different story. But I call him dad, but he's not my dad. But I call him dad. You know what I mean? So as you can see, Carol and the King have a kid, and they call he calls both of them mom and dad. Um, I want to say his name's Eric. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. The kid that he found and he raised calls him dad. Judith obviously calls Michonne mom, which obviously no one. I guess I don't have a problem with that. And all of this is just honestly, I think it's cool. Like kind of like they're embracing the whole definition of parents. I guess. Even though that has nothing to do with The Walking Dead, but I mean, I love how they're bringing in different traditions. You know, they got the new American Sign Language. They got American Sign Language. They got the parents. I don't know. Everything is just. I'm loving this. This episode was. I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites because I mean, last episode was one of my favorites, but this I think it lived. It had a lot of hype to it, so I was excited for that. And you see Eugene and Rosita go out, and we get a big introduction, and it's the Whisperers. As you can see them when they were walking together in that herd, you can hear them say like, "Where are they?" Like you know what I mean. Sorry for the bad voicing, but you can kind of they were blending in and they were doing a hell of a job with it. So props to them, I guess. But yeah, oh my god, I'm like so off like topic off chart. I don't even know. Like I said, I love this. I love everything that The Walking Dead is doing. Hope it goes on for 20 more years. But yeah, they got school buses. I'm pretty sure I saw school buses, which was another thing that was in Carl's visions. We got and Negan. Nobody else got to really see Negan, so we don't know how people have dealt with him. We got to see the people from the Saviors that we saw, who were trying to look for weapons. I think I recognized two of them. One of them I mainly recognized, obviously, but the one that was causing the most trouble. He didn't really do well with that. He, I did like what he was doing. He was minding his own business. He's obviously doesn't have the numbers. So I mean, I can't say if he had numbers. I'm not gonna say I feel like if he had numbers, he'd go after the communities, but he didn't. So he's not like a total badass, but he was playing kind of smart at first. Like he says, "Oh, you spared my life last time, so I'll do you a solid. I'll let you go, but I want those horses." And but then she takes the ring, and the kid does not like that, so he takes his stick and full on goes Morgan. He turns into Morgan. He kicks some ass, I guess, and then Carol kind of break it up, and the kid was like, "Oh, see, you from like a long time ago would have done something, yeah, yeah, yeah." And then later on, we get to see Carol go full on Punisher and kick some ass. She lights the whole place on fire, even though the guy said, "No, no, please, I'll leave you alone. No, this won't happen. That won't happen. You'll never see us again." But she still decides to light up the place, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right. We won't see you again." And damn. So Carol is a badass. It's not nothing new, but I mean she's a darker badass, I guess. And yeah, so that's something you need to look out for, I guess. But yeah, I am very excited. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things. As you get to see that cowboy, little toy cowboy that is kind of a big symbolism of Rick, I guess. We get to see a lot. I think Daryl is kind of doing his own thing now. I think maybe ever since Rick left, he's doing his own thing. And because I mean, as you can see, when Carol saw him, she was like, "Oh, you need a ride, stranger." And yes, I mean, they both looked very excited to see each other. As in the beginning, you get to see that beautiful picture of the dead walker, not the dead walker, that's the neck, and the baby, the bluebird goes up, takes the worm out of the walker's head, brings the worm to her nest, and Daryl just sits there and watches instead of killing that walker. So I mean, that was pretty decent. Um, don't know if that means that those those baby birds are gonna turn into zombies, but I have no clue. But yeah, everything is just I say this all the time. Everything is just great. I can't blame Michonne for not taking those people at first. So I mean, like with everything that's gone through, for all we know, more has happened since Rick has died, and I expect that there has been a lot more since Rick has died. Because I mean, it can't happen. It's totally quiet, obviously. But and I hope they bring some flashbacks so we can see if anything has happened. Until next time, I'm running out of things to say. Um, I never run out of things to say. I'm just doing you guys a favor. So yeah, this is your man Busy. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, help me out. I'm gonna be leaving more videos as time comes on. I am trying to make this a regular thing with Walking Dead, but that's only if I get views and subscribers from each video. I'm trying to try new things, but I can't keep trying new things if nobody watches the stuff, obviously. So I mean, I'm trying to expand my horizons so I can get more viewers of different categories, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is your man Busy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace.